It ain't a big surprise anymore. This world is changing and shifting. And a lot of people going to be left behind if they don't make some tough decisions. You know, one of the biggest fears I have is that one day I retire and my AC unit goes down, or I have to replace my roof. Imagine living on a fixed income and somebody tells you you got to get a new roof or a new AC unit. And y'all already know I was restructured from my job, so I drive 130 miles a day. And I'm not complaining about it because that's something I have to do. It's survival out here. I pray about it and I keep it moving. But sometimes I just want to know what it feels like to pay for a car and just coast for a little bit without having to get a car note, because all of those things matter when you're going toward retirement. You don't want all those bills on a fixed income. When you finally retire, you don't want to be thinking about, oh, let me get a new roof, let me get an AC unit, let me get a new car. Are you all thinking about things like that? Because I do. And since I talked about AC units, there's something you need to think about with these older AC units, because there's going to come a time when keeping it running becomes harder, because some of these older AC units, they use a refrigerant called R22, which a lot of people know is Freon. And these units, they still can be repaired, but the refrigerant is not being made anymore. So getting that refrigerant is harder and it's more expensive. I didn't know that till this man came out and he was servicing my unit. So that's something I got to think about. I don't like to think about it because those AC units, y'all, is expensive. And who wants to pay that on a fixed income? So you have to think about, do I keep putting money into this older system or do I replace it? Either way, you're going to have to spend a lot of money. And these are just adjustments that we have to make in this world. This world is shifting and changing. And these big companies, they're shifting and changing as well. They're making changes so they can stay afloat in this new economy. Did y'all hear about Staples? Staples is closing a lot of stores now because you all know we depended on Staples for office supplies. People don't work the same way anymore. People are working from home now. They're using a lot of electronic systems now. You know, we got electronic medical records now. Ain't nobody printing all that paper anymore. And for me, I'm glad because I was tired of filing all of that paper, getting paper cuts. And I don't know if y'all heard about Samsung. They're moving a major part of their business to Texas because they said Texas is expanding in technology. So I just feel like they're investing where the future is going. So when we see these big companies adjusting, it starts to get real. And then it's a good year in North Carolina that has been open 55 years. And they talking about closing in 2027. Good year in North Carolina is saying goodbye because the tire industry is not the same anymore. A company doesn't close a plant that has been operating for 55 years unless something has fundamentally changed. These businesses are not spending billions of dollars and shifting their business model just because they feel like doing it. They know the future is going somewhere different and they're not trying to be left behind. They see the shift happening. But the question is, do we see the shift happening? Are we making plans? Because they are. And then I want to ask you all this. Has you all's internet company changed? Because they've been in our yard digging up the ground, stating that they had to replace and upgrade us with fiber now. They're no longer using copper anymore. And I had to look up what fiber was. And they stated that fiber can hold more capacity and is much faster than copper. And it's made from tiny strands of glass. Fiber sends information using pulses of light. So it can operate real fast because y'all know we doing a whole lot of things in our house now. We're streaming movies. We're working from home. We have smart TVs, smart security cameras. And the internet today does much more than it did 20 years ago. So I can understand the upgrade. This will help a lot of businesses now to be competitive. And I guess people don't have to worry about people stealing copper anymore because people make money from that copper. Because I told y'all about that time I was working for this company and I left the office, the AC unit was working, it was cool. And when I got back that morning, it was so hot. Come to find out, those people had stole the copper. They're trying to make them a little money on the side. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was the people in the neighborhood or somebody who had just been watching the building, but people make money from copper, but I guess they won't have to worry about that with fiber. Did you all ever think that things will change drastically? And it's like things are changing at the same time. The way we work, the way we shop, even the way we order food now, everything is changing. The way we pay our bills. We got to change with the times. A lot of people are still afraid of this shift. Some people don't even know how to order food using their phone. They don't even know how to download the app. They're scared of it. You're going to fall further behind if you're scared of these new systems. And this shift is going to happen no matter what. So if I was a millennium or a Gen Z person, I would go to school for what's in demand so I can have skills for this new system. I wouldn't just go to school for something that's not going to be useful. It's not back in my time or the boomers' time when you could go get a degree in business and think you're going to get a job. It's different now. You have to be intentional about your future now and how you want to invest your money on education. Even Gen X, we have to think about what can we learn so we can still be useful, so we can still be in the know. And before I leave, I got a question for you all. Have you already replaced your roof? Have you already gotten a new air conditioner unit? Is that in the plans? Because I know I'm always older system something, but I want to pay as much debt down as I can because that'll give me more freedom. You don't have any options when you're trapped in debt. You have to kind of take what people give you, like you're in bondage or something. And I just don't want that. But you all let me know what adjustments you're making, what new skills you're learning. And thank you all so much for being a part of this community. Thank you for all the comments because that do help the algorithm. And I hope you all have a blessed day. And I look forward to talking to you all in the comments.